Hi everyone, I'm Adam.
And I'm Julia. Today, we have a special podcast about talking about weekend plans.
Yes, it's going to be a fun and engaging episode. We'll discuss different types of weekend activities and share some ideas and tips.
Weekends are such an important part of our lives. They give us a chance to relax, spend time with family and friends, and do things we enjoy.
Absolutely, Julia. Whether you love outdoor adventures or prefer staying cozy at home, weekends offer something for everyone.
That's right. Some people love to go hiking, visit new places, or enjoy sports, while others might prefer reading a good book, cooking a nice meal, or catching up on their favorite TV shows.
And don't forget about those who like to spend their weekends learning something new. Maybe it's a new language, a musical instrument, or even trying out a new recipe.
There are so many possibilities. Today, we want to explore different ways to make the most of your weekends. We'll share tips on how to plan activities, stay flexible, and ensure you have a relaxing and enjoyable time.
Plus, we'll hear from our listeners about their favorite weekend activities and how they make their weekends special.
And we have a special guest, Emma, an event planner, who will share her expertise on creating the perfect weekend plans.
So, whether you're looking for inspiration or just love hearing about different weekend activities, stay tuned.
Let's dive in. Segment 1. Common weekend activities.
So, Julia, what are some common activities people do on the weekends?
Well, Adam, weekends are a special time for many people. After a long and busy week, everyone looks forward to a break. One of the most common activities is simply relaxing. This can mean different things for different people. Some love to stay home, sleep in, and enjoy a leisurely morning with a cup of coffee and a good book. Others might prefer to binge-watch their favorite TV shows or movies. It's a great way to unwind and recharge for the upcoming week.
That's very true. Watching movies is a favorite pastime for many. Whether it's catching the latest blockbuster at the cinema or enjoying a classic film at home, movies offer a perfect escape from the everyday hustle and bustle. But that's not all people do on weekends. Many enjoy spending time outdoors. Going to the park is a popular choice, especially for families with children. The open space allows kids to run around and play, while adults can relax and enjoy nature.
Yes, parks are fantastic for outdoor activities. People love to have picnics, play sports like soccer or frisbee, or just take a leisurely stroll. The fresh air and greenery help people feel refreshed and rejuvenated. Speaking of outdoor activities, another common weekend activity is going on a hike. Hiking trails offer a wonderful way to explore nature, get some exercise, and enjoy beautiful scenery. It's a great way to spend time with family or friends and can be very rewarding.
Hiking is definitely a great option for those who love nature and adventure. But not everyone wants to be so active on their weekends. Some people prefer to engage in more relaxed hobbies, like reading. There's nothing quite like curling up with a good book and getting lost in a different world. Reading is a great way to relax, learn new things, and improve your vocabulary. Do you enjoy reading, Julia?
I do, Adam. Reading is one of my favorite weekend activities. I love how books can transport you to different places and times. Whether it's fiction or non-fiction, there's always something new to discover. Another hobby that many people enjoy on the weekends is cooking. The weekends provide the perfect opportunity to try out new recipes or cook a special meal. It's a fun and creative way to spend time, and you get to enjoy delicious food as a result.
Cooking is a wonderful activity, and it's even better when you can share the experience with family or friends. Hosting a dinner party or a casual brunch can be a lot of fun. Everyone gets to contribute a dish, and it's a great way to spend quality time together. Besides cooking, another popular weekend activity is playing sports. Whether it's joining a local sports league, playing a game of tennis, or just shooting hoops in the driveway, sports offer a great way to stay active and have fun.
Sports are indeed a great way to spend the weekend. They provide physical exercise, which is essential for our health, and they also offer a chance to socialize and meet new people. Many communities have sports clubs or groups that people can join, making it easy to find others who share the same interests. But let's not forget about those who enjoy more creative pursuits. Arts and crafts are also popular weekend activities. People love to paint, draw, knit, or work on DIY projects.
That's a great point, Julia. Arts and crafts allow people to express their creativity and make something unique. It's a very fulfilling way to spend your free time. Another creative activity that many people enjoy is gardening. Spending time in the garden, planting flowers, vegetables, or just tending to plants can be very relaxing and rewarding. It's also a great way to connect with nature and enjoy the outdoors without having to leave your home.
Gardening is definitely a rewarding activity. Seeing your plants grow and thrive gives a sense of accomplishment. And if you're growing vegetables or herbs, you get the added benefit of fresh produce right from your garden. Speaking of connecting with nature, another common weekend activity is visiting the beach. For those who live near the coast, the beach offers a perfect escape. You can swim, sunbathe, build sandcastles, or just listen to the waves and relax.
The beach is indeed a fantastic place to spend the weekend. The sound of the waves and the feeling of sand between your toes can be very soothing. It's also a great place for water sports like surfing, paddleboarding, or snorkeling. But for those who live further inland, visiting lakes or rivers can provide a similar experience. Boating, fishing, or just having a picnic by the water can be very enjoyable as well.
That's true, Adam. Water activities are very popular, whether it's at the beach, a lake, or a river. And let's not forget about those who enjoy exploring new places on the weekends. Weekend trips to nearby towns, cities, or tourist attractions are a great way to break the routine and experience something new. It's exciting to discover new restaurants, shops, or cultural sites, and it can feel like a mini vacation without the need for extensive planning.
Weekend getaways are a wonderful idea. They provide a change of scenery and can be very refreshing. Even a day trip to a nearby location can feel like an adventure. And for those who prefer to stay closer to home, attending local events is another great way to spend the weekend. Many communities have farmers markets, festivals, concerts, or sports events that offer a fun and entertaining way to spend your time.
Local events are fantastic. They bring people together and often showcase local talent, food, and culture. It's a great way to support your community and have fun at the same time. Another enjoyable weekend activity is visiting museums or art galleries. These places offer a chance to learn something new and appreciate art and history. They can be very inspiring and thought-provoking.
Museums and art galleries are indeed great places to visit on the weekends. They provide a quiet and contemplative atmosphere, perfect for those who enjoy learning and reflection. And for families with children, visiting zoos or aquariums can be a wonderful experience. Kids love seeing animals and learning about different species, and it's an educational outing that the whole family can enjoy together.
Zoos and aquariums are always a hit with kids and adults alike. They offer a chance to see and learn about animals from around the world. It's both fun and educational. Another family-friendly activity is going to amusement parks or theme parks. These places are full of exciting rides, games, and attractions that provide a day full of fun and adventure.
Amusement parks are definitely a great choice for a fun-filled weekend. The thrill of the rides, the games, and the overall festive atmosphere make for a memorable experience. But sometimes, the best weekends are the simplest ones, where you just spend time at home with loved ones, playing board games, having a movie night, or just talking and enjoying each other's company.
Simple weekends at home can be very special. It's the quality time spent with family and friends that makes it memorable. And speaking of spending time with loved ones, many people also enjoy visiting friends and family over the weekend. Whether it's a casual get-together, a barbecue, or a special celebration, these gatherings strengthen bonds and create lasting memories.
Visiting friends and family is indeed one of the most cherished weekend activities. It's a time to catch up, share stories, and enjoy each other's company. And let's not forget about those who use their weekends for self-care and wellness activities. Going to a spa, practicing yoga, meditating, or simply taking a long bath can help people relax and recharge.
Self-care is very important, and weekends provide the perfect opportunity to focus on your well-being. It's a time to do things that make you feel good and help you de-stress. Whether it's pampering yourself with a spa day or taking a quiet moment for meditation, self-care activities are essential for maintaining balance in our busy lives.
Indeed, self-care is crucial. Another activity that people often enjoy on the weekends is volunteering, giving back to the community by helping out at a local charity, animal shelter, or community center can be very fulfilling. It's a wonderful way to make a positive impact and connect with others who share the same passion for helping.
Volunteering is a fantastic way to spend the weekend. It not only helps others, but also brings a sense of purpose and satisfaction. And for those who love learning and personal development, attending workshops or classes can be a great way to spend the weekend. Whether it's a cooking class, a language course, or a fitness workshop, learning something new is always rewarding.
Lifelong learning is very important, and weekends offer a great opportunity to explore new interests and skills. There's so much you can do to make your weekends enjoyable and fulfilling. From relaxing at home to exploring new places, the possibilities are endless. The key is to find what you enjoy and make the most of your free time.
Absolutely, Adam. Weekends are a precious time to relax, recharge, and enjoy life. We hope our listeners have gotten some good ideas for their own weekend activities. Remember, it's all about finding what makes you happy and taking the time to enjoy it.
That's right, Julia. So, whether you're planning a weekend full of adventure or just want to relax at home, make sure to make the most of it. Enjoy your weekends and make them special.
Segment 2, Planning a Weekend. Now let's talk about how to plan a weekend. Adam, how do you usually plan your weekends?
Great question, Julia. Planning a weekend can really make a difference in how enjoyable and fulfilling it is. Personally, I like to start by making a list of things I want to do. This helps me organize my thoughts and ensures I don't forget anything important. I find that having a mix of activities keeps the weekend interesting and balanced.
That sounds like a good strategy, Adam. Making a list can help prioritize activities and make sure you make the most of your time. Do you usually plan your weekends ahead of time, or do you prefer to be more spontaneous?
I try to plan ahead as much as possible. Usually by midweek, I'll start thinking about the weekend and jotting down ideas. However, I also leave some room for spontaneity because sometimes unexpected opportunities arise and it's nice to be flexible enough to take advantage of them.
That's a great approach. Flexibility is key. I also find that checking the weather forecast is essential when planning the weekend. If you know it's going to be sunny, you might want to plan outdoor activities like hiking or a picnic. On the other hand, if rain is expected, you might opt for indoor activities like visiting a museum or watching a movie at home.
Absolutely. Checking the weather can really help in deciding what activities to include. I also like to see if there are any special events happening in my area. Sometimes there are local festivals, concerts, or markets that I wouldn't want to miss. Keeping an eye on community calendars or social media can help you stay informed about these events.
That's a fantastic idea, Adam. Local events can add a lot of fun and variety to your weekend. Do you have any tips for balancing different types of activities? For instance, how do you ensure you have both fun and relaxation?
Balancing activities is crucial. I usually start by planning a few key activities that I really want to do, like a hike or a visit to a new restaurant. Then, I make sure to include some downtime, such as reading a book, taking a nap, or simply relaxing in the backyard. I find that this balance helps me feel both productive and rested by the end of the weekend.
That makes sense. It's important to not overschedule yourself, as that can lead to feeling more stressed than relaxed. Having a good mix of activities and rest is essential for a rejuvenating weekend. How about involving others in your plans? Do you often plan activities with friends or family?
Yes, I do. I think weekends are a great time to connect with loved ones. I often coordinate with friends or family to plan activities we can do together. It could be anything from a group hike to a casual brunch. Sharing the weekend with others makes it more enjoyable and memorable.
I agree. Spending time with loved ones can make the weekend special. Sometimes planning activities with others can also introduce new ideas that you might not have thought of on your own. Do you find it helpful to have a theme for the weekend, like focusing on relaxation or adventure?
Having a theme can be a lot of fun and can help guide your planning. For example, if I decide it's going to be a relaxation weekend, I'll plan activities like spa treatments, leisurely walks, and maybe a visit to a peaceful garden. On the other hand, an adventure weekend might include hiking, biking, and exploring new places. Themed weekends can add an extra layer of excitement to your plans.
That's a wonderful idea, Adam. Themes can provide a sense of direction and make the planning process more enjoyable. Do you ever set goals for your weekends, like completing a project or trying something new?
Definitely. Setting goals can give your weekend a sense of purpose. For example, I might set a goal to finish reading a book, start a new DIY project, or try cooking a new recipe. Achieving these small goals can be very satisfying and can add a sense of accomplishment to the weekend.
Setting goals is a great way to ensure you make the most of your time. It's also a good opportunity to try new things and expand your horizons. Speaking of new things, do you think it's important to keep trying different activities, or do you prefer sticking to tried and true favorites?
I think a balance of both is important. It's great to have favorite activities that you look forward to and find comforting. At the same time, trying new things can add excitement and variety to your weekends. It could be as simple as exploring a new park, visiting a new cafe, or starting a new hobby. Mixing familiar activities with new experiences keeps the weekend dynamic and interesting.
I completely agree. Exploring new activities can lead to discovering new passions and interests. How about planning for rest and relaxation? How do you ensure you have enough downtime amidst all the activities?
Planning for rest is just as important as planning for activities. I make sure to schedule some downtime into my weekend. This could be in the form of a quiet morning with no plans, an afternoon nap, or a relaxing evening with a good book or movie. It's crucial to listen to your body and give yourself time to unwind and recharge.
That's excellent advice, Adam. It's so important to not overlook the need for rest and relaxation. Without it, we might start the new week feeling more tired than when the weekend began. Do you ever use technology or apps to help plan your weekends?
Yes, I do. There are several apps that can help with planning and organizing weekend activities. For example, I use weather apps to check the forecast, event apps to find local happenings, and even social media to get recommendations and reviews. There are also apps designed specifically for planning and scheduling that can help keep everything organized.
Technology can definitely make planning easier and more efficient. It's amazing how many resources are available at our fingertips. Before we wrap up, do you have any final tips for our listeners on how to plan the perfect weekend?
Sure. My final tip would be to stay flexible and open-minded. While planning is important, it's equally important to be willing to adapt and go with the flow. Sometimes the best moments are the unplanned ones. Also, try to include a variety of activities to keep things interesting, and don't forget to make time for rest and relaxation. Enjoying your weekend is all about balance and finding what makes you happy.
Great tips, Adam. Planning a weekend should be fun and stress-free. By staying flexible and balancing activities with rest, you can make the most of your time and create wonderful memories. Thanks for sharing your insights. Segment 3. Weekend activities for different seasons.
Weekend activities can change with the seasons. Julia, what are some good activities for summer weekends?
In the summer, people enjoy going to the beach, having barbecues and hiking. The warm weather is perfect for outdoor activities. You can also enjoy picnics in the park, go camping, or even take a road trip to explore new places.
Summer really offers a lot of options for enjoying the outdoors. Now, what about fall? What are some popular fall activities?
Fall is a wonderful time for activities like visiting pumpkin patches, going apple picking, and enjoying the beautiful fall foliage. Many people also love to attend fall festivals, take scenic drives, and enjoy cozy evenings with warm drinks.
Those are great suggestions. Fall has such a unique charm with its colors and festive atmosphere. Moving on to winter, what are some fun activities people can do during the colder months?
In the winter, activities like skiing, snowboarding, and ice skating are very popular. For those who prefer to stay indoors, winter is a perfect time for cozy activities like reading a good book, baking cookies, or having a movie marathon.
Winter activities can be so enjoyable, whether you're braving the cold outside or staying warm inside. Finally, what about spring? What activities are popular during this season?
Spring is a time for renewal and enjoying the outdoors again after winter. People love to go for hikes, visit botanical gardens, and start their gardening projects. It's also a great time for outdoor sports and attending spring fairs or markets.
Spring activities are wonderful for embracing the fresh new season. Each season offers its own unique set of activities, making weekends special all year round.
Segment 4. Real-life examples. Let's look at some real-life examples. Adam, what did you do last weekend?
Last weekend, I went to a farmer's market with my family. We bought fresh vegetables, some homemade bread, and local cheese. After that, we had a picnic in the park. It was such a relaxing day, enjoying good food and the beautiful weather. The kids played on the playground while we soaked in the sun and chatted.
That sounds lovely, Adam. Farmers' markets are great for finding fresh local produce and spending time outdoors. As for me, I went to a museum with a couple of friends. We explored a new exhibit about ancient civilizations, which was fascinating. Afterward, we went to a cozy little restaurant nearby and had dinner. It was a great way to spend the weekend, both educational and fun.
That does sound great, Julia. Museums are always a good choice, especially when there's a new exhibit to see. It's nice to combine learning with socializing. Do you often plan cultural activities like that?
Yes, I do. I enjoy visiting museums, art galleries, and historical sites. It's a nice change of pace from more active or outdoor activities. Plus, it gives me a chance to learn something new and expand my horizons. What about you, Adam? Do you have a favorite type of weekend activity?
I like a mix of everything. I enjoy outdoor activities like hiking or going to the park, but I also love cultural events and trying new restaurants. It keeps the weekends diverse and interesting. I think it's all about finding a good balance and doing what you enjoy.
Absolutely. Variety is key to keeping weekends exciting and fulfilling. Whether it's a relaxing day at the park, an educational trip to a museum, or a fun dinner with friends, the important thing is to make the most of your time and enjoy yourself.
Segment 5. Challenges and Solutions.
Sometimes plans don't go as expected. What are some common issues, Julia?
There are quite a few challenges that can arise. One common issue is the weather. You might plan an outdoor activity, but then it starts to rain. Another issue could be feeling too tired or not in the mood for the planned activities. Sometimes, unexpected events or emergencies come up, disrupting your plans.
That's true. Weather changes can really throw a wrench in outdoor plans, and our energy levels can be unpredictable. How do you usually handle these situations?
I think it's important to have a backup plan. For example, if you planned a picnic but it rains, you could have an indoor picnic at home. Also, it's good to keep some flexible activities in mind, like visiting a museum or watching a movie. Sometimes, just going with the flow and being spontaneous can lead to unexpected fun.
Absolutely. Flexibility is key. Sometimes, the best experiences come from unplanned moments. If your original plan falls through, don't be afraid to try something new or different. It's all part of the adventure. What about managing energy levels? How do you ensure you don't overcommit yourself?
I try to listen to my body and not overschedule my weekends. It's important to balance activities with downtime. If I'm feeling tired, I might take it easy and opt for a relaxing activity, like reading or taking a leisurely walk. It's also okay to cancel plans if you really need to rest. Taking care of yourself should always come first.
That's great advice, Julia. It's important to remember that weekends are for recharging and enjoying yourself, not adding more stress. Being flexible and listening to your needs can help you make the most of your time, even when things don't go as planned.
Exactly. So, if plans change or challenges arise, just remember to stay flexible and open-minded. You might discover new activities or have memorable experiences you wouldn't have planned otherwise.
Segment 6. Interactive Session.
Now, let's hear from our listeners. We have some questions and stories. Julia, what's our first question?
A listener asks, what are some indoor activities for a rainy weekend? Good question. Adam, what do you suggest?
There are plenty of fun things to do indoors when the weather isn't cooperating. You can have a movie marathon with your favorite films or series. Baking cookies or trying out new recipes can be a great way to spend the time and enjoy some delicious treats. Board games are also fantastic for bringing everyone together and having fun. Additionally, you could start a new hobby like painting, knitting, or even learning to play a musical instrument.
Those are wonderful ideas, Adam. Indoor activities can be just as enjoyable as outdoor ones. Another great option could be reading a book you've been wanting to dive into, or doing some home workouts to stay active. And now, let's hear from another listener. They share, "I love spending weekends hiking with my dog. It's our favorite activity."
That's fantastic. Hiking with a dog can be such a rewarding and enjoyable experience. It's a great way to stay active, enjoy nature, and bond with your furry friend. Plus, dogs often love exploring new trails and sniffing around, which makes the hike even more fun for both of you.
Absolutely, hiking with pets is a wonderful way to spend the weekend. It's heartwarming to hear about our listeners' favorite activities. If you have a favorite weekend activity or a question for us, feel free to share it. We love hearing from you and getting new ideas for how to spend our weekends.
Segment 7. Expert Interview.
We also have a special guest today, Emma, an event planner. Welcome, Emma.
Thank you, Adam and Julia. I'm thrilled to join you today.
Emma, as an event planner, you must have great insights into planning enjoyable weekends. What advice would you give our listeners on creating the perfect weekend?
Planning the perfect weekend starts with knowing what you enjoy and what relaxes you. It's important to balance structured activities with some flexibility for spontaneous moments. Involving friends or family can add to the enjoyment and create lasting memories. They can also bring new ideas and perspectives to your plans.
That's great advice, Emma. How do you suggest our listeners go about finding activities that suit their interests and preferences?
It's helpful to start by making a list of activities you enjoy or have been wanting to try. Consider your hobbies, interests, and any local events or attractions. Websites, social media, and community boards can be great resources for discovering new activities and events happening in your area. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. It could lead to discovering a new passion or hobby.
That's a fantastic approach, Emma. Flexibility and openness to new experiences can really enrich your weekends. Do you have any tips for listeners who may find it challenging to balance work or other commitments with weekend activities?
Balancing work and personal time can be challenging, but it's important to prioritize self-care and relaxation. Plan ahead by scheduling time for activities that recharge you, whether it's a morning yoga session, a nature walk, or simply reading a book at home. Setting realistic expectations and boundaries around work can also help create space for enjoying your weekends fully.
Wise words, Emma. Planning ahead and setting boundaries are key to ensuring your weekends are fulfilling and rejuvenating. Thank you for sharing your valuable insights with us today.
It's been my pleasure. I hope our listeners find these tips helpful in planning their own perfect weekends. Remember, the goal is to enjoy yourself and make the most of your time off.
Let's summarize what we've discussed today. Planning a weekend involves more than just scheduling activities. It's about curating experiences that bring joy and relaxation. We've explored a variety of activities from outdoor adventures like hiking and beach trips to cultural explorations such as visiting museums or attending local events. The key takeaway is to find activities that align with your interests and preferences while also allowing for spontaneity to make your weekend truly memorable.
Absolutely, Adam. It's essential to strike a balance between structured plans and flexibility. By being open to new experiences and adjusting your plans as needed, you can make the most of your time off. Remember, weekends are an opportunity to recharge and rejuvenate, whether you're spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply taking time for self-care. The ultimate goal is to create weekends that leave you feeling refreshed and ready for the week ahead.
Thank you all for joining us today on the English Globe. We've enjoyed sharing insights into planning enjoyable and fulfilling weekends with you.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. If you found this episode helpful, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to our podcast. Your support helps us continue creating content that inspires and informs.
And don't forget to join us next time as we delve into more exciting topics and discussions. Until then, take care and make the most of your weekends.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, and until next time.